What is good, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here right after the tournament. I took Infernobles and won a box. Yeah, so I ended up winning the box, going 6-2 and winning the whole thing. So I'm going to the list. Not that much has changed from my previous list. If you guys want a more in-depth detail on what that is, by all means go check out my previous video. I actually do a few combo video too, so check that out. And yeah, there's only I think a few minor changes, so I'll fly through there and show you. But for the most part, guys, I'll talk about my matchups, go into a quick layout of the deck, and then we'll open the box so that we kind of brush through this and it's not like the same thing over again, you know. So round 1 was Dragon Link 2-0. Round 2 was Bird Up 2-0. Round 3 I suffer my first loss, which is against Bird Up. He just opened the hands, you know, like I won all my dice rolls up to the last 3 rounds where I lost them all, but I still pulled through, except for the final round. But anyway, we'll get before we broke into top 8. So it was Dragon Link, Bird Up. Then I played Heroes, beat Heroes. Then I played the, oh goodness, what was it? Dinos, and then I lost to Dinos. So my only 2 losses to the day was the Bird Up and Dinos. Man, Ultimate Conductor, Misk, all those, they're rough, man. They are extremely rough, but he ended up getting me. I lost the dice roll. That was the first time I lost the dice roll, was to the Dinos, which was round 5. Then we broke into top 8, where I squeezed in there with a 3-2 record, and then I played Herald of Perfection, Cyber Angels, which had got up in there. Very cool deck. I actually have the profiles going to pop up here on the channel sometime later this week. And then I played Zoo Eldritch. Then I played, excuse me, I was 7-2, excuse me. Zoo Eldritch. And then I played Bird Up again. The same guy who beat me, ended up getting him 2-0. So, yeah, here we go, guys. For the most part, step 1 of this deck is win the dice roll. Step 2 is win. But you got to win the dice roll, and then this deck has this deck is so versatile in its plays, and like this is a Hulk deck. Like this is not an Isolde deck here. Like Isolde is the last thing like you really care that resolves. You really want Hulk to resolve, and a lot of times people just hand trapped incorrectly. That may be a new term, guys. Hand trapped, but they hand trapped incorrectly. And just capitalize on it. And then sometimes, guys, like this deck, like sometimes even if they have the hand traps, they are gonna try and hand trap correctly. You just rip it from your hand because of like Isolde being able to summon Aquadolph when you open Connector. You can put up the Gear Free play, but yeah. So that is it, guys. For the most part, all my there's not really any crazy thing in my matches. My side deck, which I forgot to bring out here, which is right here, really put in a lot of work, which I'll explain to that when we get to it. But other than that, it was winning dice rolls, playing correctly, capitalizing on like the inboards and stuff that I try to put out. And I'm really not gonna lie, guys, most of my games were won on Charles. Like Charles carried the deck by far, and so I'll get into that in more detail when we lay out all the cards and everything. But most of my matches were 2-0, except for I think I got 2-1 on the Zoo Eldritch, and they got whacked by the Dino player because he just not only sees Misk, he sees Nibiru and just plethora. But really awesome guy, good tournament. Huge shout out to my man Shane who hosts the tournaments. So anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into that, and then we'll get cracking this box and you guys can see my awful pull rate on camera. So to go ahead and just get everything out of the way, just kind of lay everything out. Nothing really much has changed with the deck, that list that I showed you guys. 3 Renaud. So there, I guess one thing to talk about. So this deck, there's different ways that I play it. So when I know what the other person is playing, and if I know the player, I normally will just scoop up and not let them get knowledge, or I'll just play into it because they know what I'm playing. But one thing this deck does really well is it rewards those 2 different types of play. So a lot of times at the tournament, I was playing players that drove all the way up from Colorado, so I didn't know how good or how they were, and I wanted to test that. So they'd set up these boards, and I would play into the board. I would let them get the knowledge of what I'm playing because I know I'm going first, and I'm going to be able to practically win when I go first. So I would play into their board and watch and see how they would interact with my interruptions and stuff like that to see what they knew about my deck and if they're going to fire off stuff, if they were trigger happy. And I highly advise you guys to do that if you guys are Infernoble players. Once you get this deck down to, I'd say, like a master level, which I don't even think I'm at a master level. Maybe I'm like a few levels below it, but maybe whatever, that intermediate, whatever. Once you get to like an intermediate level, you can start doing that. And then once you start to get a little bit higher up into your knowledge of like the different combos and everything and like the different ways you can play through certain combos, you can start doing that a lot more and a lot more proactively, just playing into boards and actually breaking through boards you should not be able to break because your opponent interrupts incorrectly, or you force your opponent to interrupt incorrectly, which is pretty cool. But 3 Renaud, 3 Oliver, 1 Ogier. Ogier actually came in clutch against a bird player. Poor guy was only able to squeeze out the statue. Ogier is searchable. So you search this, crash over the statue, and then combo off. Excuse me, guys. But these are your 7 Infernobles. Not much more can be said. Your ending board's always going to try and end on like Oliver or Ogier or both of them, or Oliver equipped to the Charles, so like your everything can't be targeted. But yeah, these guys are phenomenal. They always, they always hand trap the Isolde, and you always have the Oliver follow up with, so it's pretty good. And then Ogier's, I really like Ogier. Like I said, this card is phenomenal. I like it. It's like such a one card, like it does so much for the deck. You cannot get away with not playing it. But that's it for the Infernobles. We won Gear Free. Now this hurt my soul. I went from 3 to 2, and then last minute I was like, man, I need to put in some sort of blowout card that's against back row. So I put in Harpy's Feather Duster for the second Gear Free, like I said in my previous profile. So 1 Gear Free. But I told my friends, I was like, man, if I win this box tournament, I'm gonna buy a Starlight Rare. Yeah, now I gotta buy a Starlight Rare. So Collector's Rare, not Starlight. But anyway, 1 Gear Free. Red Layer, and then Fire Flint Lady. This right here is just so good, guys. I really cannot stress enough. Like, the ability that you can make your Isolde without normal summoning, and then your opponent, and then you just have all of your special summons in your hand is absurd. It really is. But not much more to be said there. Moving on to the 1 Gemba. We are still playing the Power Tool, and Gemba is just the best, in my opinion, to summon off Power Tool. And some scenarios where they end up stopping the Isolde from sending this, you can go into shooting Riser Dragon and then send this anyway and still get the same combo, which is pretty cool. So, Connector and the 1 Dolphin. This is the best normal summon in the deck. Get that hand knowledge. And the thing, you don't really care about hitting the hand traps, per se. Like, if you see their hand, they have no hand traps, it's the knowledge that you get from knowing what they have, so you can make your board the best way you need to make your board, if that makes sense. So, but Aqua Dolphin really good at hitting hand traps. You get those Ashes, get those Easy Crows. It's just so good. And like I said, Connector plus an Extender is just phenomenal. It just lets you just play through so much. It lets you rip for 2. My loss to the first Bird Up, I won the dice roll, so I lost that one, as I said. I lost to Bird Up and Dino, but the Bird Up I lost to, I won the dice roll. I went first. I looped him for 4 cards, guys. 4 cards I looped him for, and he's like, I'm not going to let that happen again. Then he proceeded to not let it happen again. He continued to open pretty busted, but Bird Up was like the only combo deck I really went in fearing, because it's like dice roll dependent, and they summon statue, you don't have the out for statue, you lose, sort of thing. I was still kind of fearful of back row, which of course I'll show in my side deck, but I was really expecting, since Bird Up is a new cheaper option, easier win condition S deck, no punish deck, that I would see that a lot. And it was like, there'd be like 6 or 7 Bird Up players there, and it was 24 players, guys. 24 players were there, so they had to be 6, 7 Bird Up players, and I ended up playing the guy who I ended up getting first. I played the guy who beat me again, and I played 2 Bird Up players. So I mean, like, all day the only rogue matches I had was Herald and Heroes. So it was really good show out for the deck, a really good capitalization on just the deck in general. But moving on to the final bricks of the deck, we are playing the 1 Despot and 1 Coltwing. I am going to do a video showcasing you guys how to combo with Coltwing. There is you can combo with Coltwing multiple ways if you play the Armageddon Knight and the Plague Spreader. But if you don't play that, it's like, how do you combo with Coltwing, and I'll showcase that. A lot of times, just to kind of briefly touch onto it, you have to capitalize on your first Auroradon a lot. So that's just how you really do it. You just capitalize on the first Auroradon and go from there. But you do have ways to pitch it to the graveyard to bring back, which is really cool. That is it for like monster wise. Now moving on to the hand traps, we are rocking triple Gamma still, the 1 Driver, and then triple Ash Blossom. So this was the lineup that I chose, and I do not regret it. Like I've said previously, I have a love-and-hate relationship with Gamma, but at this tournament he performed phenomenal. The only complaint I have is that Lost World is a pain in the butt card, so when you have that Gamma and they go normal summon, chain 2, chain 1, they give you a token, it shuts off Gamma, but I mean, that's just one deck. It is really good to hit the Bird Up. You wait for them to normal summon or get their Karis out, or like when they're getting ready to make the bird, and you just Gamma the bird. It's really good. Like I said, it's very proactive. You're not always destined to win every dice roll, and to be honest with you, I didn't. I lost the final 3 dice rolls of the entire 9 rounds that I played. And when they mattered most, I lost them. and Gamma just came in clutch by getting to hit stuff. The YuGiOh player, he went first, was starting to make plays with the Zodiacs. I think he detached for Chalk-9 or something, and I Gammed it, and then he had a pass, and then, yeah, that was that. But, yeah, that's it for the hand traps, guys. Oh, also, I totally forgot. Remember, guys, if you want to help support the channel, please hit that join button down below and support the channel. Become a Crusader today. Everything that goes into the channel gets put back into it and making awesome product for you guys. And then if you guys also want to get this, since Infernoble is just represented, why don't you represent Infernobles and get the Ordained by Flame playmat today at the teamcogcompany.site website, also down in the description down below. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and just, had to get that out of the way, move on. Like, we're not, yeah. Heritage of the Chalice, Durandal, Living Fossil, DDR, excuse me, 2 DDRs, 1 Phoenix Blade, and 1 Metal Silver. So I contemplated taking this out for Joyous. I do not regret doing that because this card was just such a problematic card equipped to a Charles. They cannot target or anything like that, and most of this stuff there targeted. Now, I will have a match coming up with, that was a testing match that took place the night before against World Chalice. Now, World Chalice, believe it or not, a lot of their stuff does not target, so this card's pretty bad against them. So it's probably a good side out for that, but I actually got my Izol plowed over, remembered the Heritage effect, just used the Heritage effect to get it back from the grave to my hand so I could, you know, search a Roland, or a Renaud, excuse me, for the next turn, and it was pretty good. Not much has changed, guys, since then. So we will move on real quick to the final 3 cards. Reborn, Rhoda, and then Feathers Duster. This is what I replaced the second Gearfried with, and I do not regret it. I top decked this against YuGiOh, and it just felt good, man. Felt really good. But there you go. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. We are still playing the Double Isolde, the Hulk, Barricade Board Blocker, excuse me, Auroradon, Nightmare Phoenix, and I finally got myself an access code talker, but I got it mid-tournament, so I didn't get to use it for the tournament. This was Borreload Dragon, and I actually had to use that card to take a Sheol. I played Dragon Link that was playing a little bit higher Dragon Maid count, and they made Sheol, and I just made Borreload and then took it, but finally have access code. Yeah, finally got it, but moving on, that's it for like the links. Yeah, sometimes you do want to play 2 Hulk, but it happened once where I wish I had it, but it was, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, like, when you're Hulk, so, like, straight up, guys, like, when you lose or you don't, Hulk doesn't resolve, you're straight up trying to just win with Gearfried, which Gearfried and maybe hard make Charles. That's how you win. In my Halo Perfection match, he goes into me, and the deck can still, I think it's Renaud plus Ogier plus Living Fossil. You can make Charles and Gearfried under that way. Like, those 3 make Charles and Gearfried, which I'll probably showcase that. It allows you to play under Rivalry and Gozen pretty easy. I'll probably showcase. That was pretty good combo, but anyway, sorry guys, rambling. Roland, and the shout out to my man Sebastian, who got me the super finally. Then we've got the man, the myth, the legend himself. I mean, this card like carried the entire deck, guys. This is crazy. This card is just so good in conjunction with Roland. This card is just phenomenal, especially with Metal Silver Armor and Oliver equipped to him. Like, nothing can be targeted. It's just, it is really good, really good. I shouldn't say nothing can target. Anything that targets one monster has to target him. Monster, spell, or trap, they have to target him, and then they can't target him. And that goes for your opponent too. Like, if your opponent has a card that says like, I think it's because the new text says any card that would target one monster. Yeah, they have like let's say a Monster Reborn like card that says target one card in your graveyard. They can't even do that because if it targets a monster, it has to target Charles, and they can't use it. It's just phenomenal. It was really good against Virtual World. But yeah, enough rambling on about myself in anime form. Let's just move on to Herald, Balmug. I did finally drop the Quandax finally, and I do not regret it. I was kind of skeptical because like a few times in testing, Quandax came up, but it didn't come up after that. So as you guys know, we're one of the few decks that can still end on Herald, and Herald just allows us to pretty much kind of play around Forbidden Droplets pretty well. So, and then Balmug's just part of the combo that gets you Charles and Herald at the end. Shooting Riser Dragon, and then Power Tool. Power Tool is really good, guys. Droll does not hurt this deck. Very similar to if you open Coltwing. You just have to capitalize on your Auroradon a lot, and your Coltwing a lot more than this right here. But Shooting Riser is really good. This right here, it just allows you to like get rid of like make extra space, if that makes sense. And then it just allows you to kind of make some cool synchro plays. You can dump this, hard make Charles, you know, dump and then like I said, if you end up getting your result gets ashed or interacted when you go to dump Gemba, you can summon this, dump the Gemba, and still do like the combo. It's really cool. Like, huge shout out. I'm not gonna even lie. I saw Pack play this and I was very skeptical of it, and then I was like thinking, I was like, man, I could really use that in my list. So huge shout out to Pack for practically showcasing the power of this card. I don't know if he in his new list he's playing it, but he's where I saw it, so that's where I got the Shooting Riser Dragon idea from. For the final two, Omega, Savage, Omni Negate, lets you rip cards, man. That's all that matters. When you look at your opponent's hand with Dolphin, you see those blowout cards, you know, and they can't be ripped by Dolphin. You go for Omega Man and you try to loop those cards as fast as you can. So I ended up looping someone for 4, which is really cool. Everybody down there was like, they thought Infernoble was dead. So I was like, they weren't expecting really anything, and then all of a sudden Infernoble starts comboing off, putting up these kind of like super powerful triple interruption board and stuff like that. But moving on to the side deck, we'll kind of breeze through it. We're pushing about 15 minutes now, so we'll rush through it and then start opening the box. But we're rocking triple Titty Twisters, because Titty Twisters, I was not going to... Cosmic Cyclone does not do enough. We have 1 and 2 card combos, so we can kind of afford to pitch that additional card in our hand. And plus, with Renaud existing, we can normally add back what we pitch. So that was my thought process behind that instead of Cosmic Cyclone. And I didn't want to lose to my own Lancia, if that made sense, because I played Lancia, because Lancia is just so good. It was really good, like straight up, like bird up, Lancia, and they can't do anything. They pass, and a lot of times that's what happened. They pass, and you're just like, all right, well, okie dokie then. Let me just go ahead and squeeze on in here and build my board while you have to pass to me. But I found conflictions where if I would go Cosmic Cyclone, I'd side Cosmic Cyclone, and then I would Lancia and then try to Cosmic, and then you can't, so then I'd lose because they were able to get back row and stuff like that. In some matchups, like Eldritch and stuff, so I decided to go for Twin Twisters. It was just better. Dark Ruler no more. I mean, don't want to drop $100 on droplets. 3 of them things, but Dark Ruler does the job pretty well. Again, the idea behind it is deconstruct their board, make your board. You don't care about damage. But something I will say is this deck does push game 3s pretty often. So Dark Ruler, just be careful with that in the game 3. It'd be really stinky if it's a battle phase. You Dark Ruler, battle phase, time in the round, you can't do damage and you lose. But Triple Judgments. This card is, again, for that game 3 when you know you're going first. So you do not lose to blowout cards like Droplets and Dark Ruler no more. And finally, the 3 Gamma Seal. Believe it or not, this should be the Wind Kaiju, but whenever I sided this in against Bird Up just to like have it in case I needed it, in case, you know, for whatever reason, I never saw it, so it didn't matter in the end. But it should be the Wind Kaiju by all means. And yeah, guys, so that is it for the main, extra, and side. So I'm going to go ahead and get on over here and start opening the box so we can get my off full pull rate on camera. Alright guys, here we go. I'm also going to try and swing through these pretty well here, just because we all know what's in the set kind of already, you know. So there's really no need for me to like go through every card, but we'll just open them and we'll see. Hopefully your boy can pull a Starlight Rare. If I do, you're going to witness me have a stroke on camera, so all I ask is send that into America's Funniest Home Videos is if that happens. So alright, there we go. Armed and Dangerous. That's what we were this weekend, guys. Armed and Dangerous. So let's go ahead and start from this side here. Go up here. So let's go ahead and open our first pack. I think Pot of Prosperity and the Underworld Goddess, which I already have one, so that would be what I would pull. And there's like a few Thunder Dragon cards and stuff like that that would be interesting to get, but nothing really that I want. So S4 Showdown, Spriggan's Call, Reinforcements of the Army, Spriggan's Rocky, War Rock. Oh my god, I forgot these awful guys came out. War Rock, Spring and Blast, Digital Bug, Registrider, that's pretty cool. Spread the Iron Dash Dragon, that's cool. Wind Witch, Blizzard Bell, and yeah, that's it for the first pack. We got War Rock, Gactus. I totally forgot that this awful archetype came out in this set, so we might actually end up pulling all the War Rock cards, and that would just be just like having a box with no secrets in it. Alright. Moving on to the next pack, we do have S4 Showdown again, Spriggan's Call, Reinforcement of the Army Troops, Spring and Rocky, Metal Foes Vanisher. Cool, cool, cool. Amano Kujaka. I've never seen that card. That card's kind of cool. S4 Specimen with the man Driver on himself. Armed Dragon Blitz and Spriggan Pedor. That's pretty cool. I think the first 3 cards were the exact same from the first pack. Let's see what the third pack here is. All right, let's go. Steel Star Regulator. That's pretty cool. Spriggan's Brigana. Icy Breeze Refrain. Fabled Marcosa. All right, here we go, guys. Let's. Sacred Beast Hyperton. This card is actually pretty cool. I like this card quite a bit. I don't think I'll play it in my, because you can make 9 still in Infernobles, but I don't think I'll play it. Warrock Ordeal. I can't wait to see if this monster here turns into something. Raging Storm Dragon Buildfort IX. That's cool. Beautiful artwork, guys. I mean, beautiful artwork. Machina Unclasper. Amano Kujaka. And that is it. Alright, let's move on here to the next pack. Steel Star Regulator. Spriggan's Brigana. Icy Breeze. Guys, you seeing something? Same 3 cards. Same 3 cards every... Where's they're at? Yeah, look. There it is. Same 3 cards. Something... This is why I don't buy product, man. Icy Breeze Refrain. Fabled Marcosa. Alright, here we go. Underdog. First secret of the set. Well, there you go. During your opponent's turn, negate the effects of all monsters your opponent controls. During that opponent's turn, negate the effects of all face-up monsters you control. Wait, during your turn, negate the... Weird. That's kind of crazy. Tilted Try. Dream Mirror Recap. Tri-Brigade Rendezvous. Synchro Transmission. So not the secret we wanted, but I ain't gonna complain. The last boxes I bought, guys, I only pulled 1 secret, so we got 1 secret now, so we're doing good. Guitar Gernod's Dongness. All right, let's. Fairy Archer Ingar. I know my man Akami was happy for this card. Dogmanica Genesis. Giga Thunder Gaiaclops and Warrock Bash Leo. So the only thing about this card that I like is that it has Leo in its name and he has the lion tattoo. That's it. There we go. S4 Specimen, Armed Dragon Blitz, Spring and Pedor, and Tilted Try. Alright. Let's see if we get the same ones again. Guitar Gunnar's Dungus. Ingar. Genesis. Man, again. Warrock. Oh, Warrock. Fortia. Alright. And then Radiant Voracets. Whatever that card is. Breath of Acclamation. Virtual World Gate. Jahuya. Whatever you pronounce it. Stairway to the Fabled Realm. So that is it. So it seems like we have a pattern. Every 2 packs, we have the same first 4 cards, which is kind of sucky, but it is what it is. I don't know if that's normal now, because I don't buy product because your boy thinks that buying product, but anyway. Fairy Archer Ingar. Armed Dragon Lightning. Parametalphos Fusion. There's VFD right there, dead on the ban list, guys. They called it. Guitar Gunnar's Dungus and Constellar Caduceus. Awesome, awesome. Machina, Spriggan, Fabled Treason, and then Amancho Kajaka. Sorry guys if I'm slaughtering these names. Guys, yeah. Barely can speak English. Ignar, the Lightning, Fusion, Dungus, and Materifactor Gigadra. That's cool. Radiant Vormescence, Spriggan's Captain Sargus, Dragon Blitz, Warrock Orpheus. Alright. Brigana. Refrain. Neroid the Dream Mirror Disciple. I actually wanted this card because I do like Dream Mirror, so there we go. Warrock Skylar, and then bam! Oh, that's Kit. Good old Kit. Stairway to Fable Realm. Tri-Brigade Rendezvous. Archfiend Staff of Despair, and then the Radiant Dragon. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Veres Science. Alright, let's just keep going. Almost through the first side of the box. We should hopefully get through the rest. Brigana, we already know what these first 4 cards are going to be. They've been the same every thing. So Skylar and Windwitch Chimes. Cool. Tilt to Cry, Spring and Blast, Digital Bug, and the Iron Dash. Alright. Come on, give me a prosperity. I just want to let me have that prosperity. S-Force Professor DeGamma. Alright. Marcos. Melcaster. Pendulum Encore, and I think this is Dual Avatar Empowered Mitsu Jaku. Cool. Spriggan, or Spargus, Armed Blitz, Orpheus, Tilted, Try. Oh. Whoops. Put those there. Alright, final pack on this side. Can we get another secret? Can we get a prosperity? Come on, I didn't just go fight for my life, and I had a box rate just to not pull anything good. So, Gamma, Markios, Metalcaster, Encore, and Fabled and Wraith. That is cool. Fabled's actually quite interesting besides the lore, but I think cool. Wind Witch, Ordeal, Storm Dragon, and Unispair. Next side, guys, let's go. Knight of the Armed Dragon, that is cool. Ancient Warrior Saga, Chivalrous Path, Marcosia, Spriggan's Call, and S-Force Aurafist. Cool. Ojama Pink, Synchro Transmission, Specimen, and Dream Mirror Recap. Go ahead and keep moving on here. We're gonna jump on. We're gonna get that prosperity, guys. I can feel it. I can feel it. Knight of the Armored Dragon, Ancient Warriors, Marcosa, Spriggan's Calling. Well, no. Man, the two worst secrets in the set. My goodness. Eldritch, the Mad Golden Lord. Cool card, actually. I kind of like it. And then Redoer, or Pedor. Unclascate, Blast, Fabled Treason. Well, there we go. Our 2 secrets per box. I totally was not feeling that, was not feeling the Pot of Prosperity anymore, guys. So, we did our best. Gigaclops, Steel Star Regulator, Bronga, Gamma, and Greater Polymerization. Cool. Fabled Ebonk, Virtual Gate, Storm Dragon, and Pedor. You know, maybe we'll get one more secret. Am I right, guys? Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I've seen boxes get 3 secrets, so. And if a box can get 1 secret to no secrets, I can get 3 secrets. So let's go. Gigclops, Regulator, Brigana, Digamma, and Azortless. Cool. And then there's the rest. I'm actually quite upset I'm pulling the same first 4 cards. Is that normal? Comment down below, guys. Let me know. Is that normal that the same 4 cards go over and over with every pack? The Dream Mirror Disciple, Equation Cannon, Skylar, Guyclops, and Dragoonity Knight, Gormbafar. Cool. I didn't know they released that in this set. That's cool. Dragoonity is going to be a pretty good deck coming out, guys. I think so. The Fabled, Treason, Staff of Despair, and Spriggan Blast. Let's keep going. Come on. Prosperity. Come on. Prosperity. Disciple. Alright, well, since we already know what the same force for cards is going to be, Clops, and Psychic Eraser Laser. Nice, cool. Orpheus, Ordeal, Blizzard, and Spargus. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Armed Dragon Ritual. Cool. That's the first time I think we saw that. Genesis. Fusion. Showdown, and bam! Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. I think this is the first Armed Dragon monster we've actually got. Crazy. Then we have the Machina, Pedor, Staff, and Orpheus again. Let's keep the train moving. Pot of Prosperity, I can feel it. We're going to get it, guys. We are going to get it. Ritual, Genesis, Fusion, and bam! Spriggan's Watch. Cool artwork, though. Cool artwork. Pink Digital Bug and Iron Dash. So we're kind of getting kind of low over here, guys. We're on to our final 4, I believe. Let's go ahead and check it out here. Neroy. Reinforcement of the Army's troops. Linear Equation. Armed Dragon Lightning, and bam! S-Force Gravitio. This is actually my favorite S-Force card. Cool. Ordeal, Blizzard, Spargus, and Pink. Come on, there's got to be one more secret. One more secret. Prosperity. Where are you? I'm calling you. Come on. We already know what the first 4 is going to be because they're in repeat. So, bam! Gigaboris. Cool. And then there we go. Two packs. This is going to be it, guys. This is going to be it. Rocky. Avatar. Heavy Metal Foes. Amalgam. And bam! Nope. White Baking. That's cool. Funny. I like the jokes they play with this card. White Baking. Okay, the final pack right here. This is going to be it. This is the Potovic Prosperity right in here. Alright. Send me your strength, guys. Bless it. Bless it. From all the way from your home. Dual Avatar. Bam! Armed Dragon Thunderbolt. Second Armed Dragon card. Beautiful artwork, though. I mean, really look at that. Beautiful. So, yeah. There you go, guys. That is the box opening, I believe. I'll go ahead and go through my supers and everything. As long as as you guys can tell, I'm throwing the commons everywhere here. So, yeah, so the supers just go boom, boom, boom. Gravitinos and Ultra. I guess we'll put Ultras here. Greater Polymerization. Golden Lord. There we go. And there we go. So, considering my past with that box opening, this was pretty good. Didn't get what, you know, the chase card, but that's okay. As long as I got 2 secrets, I'm happy. But, yeah, guys, so that is it for this video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe at the end of the video. Let me know down below what you guys think of the deck profile. Please remember, guys, stay safe. Happy crusading. Charles, signing out.